Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
Guess what?
What?
James Kotak. He's in jail in Dubai. You realize our daughter's engaged to a Middle Eastern family.
I think that's irrelevant.
You know how stupid it sounds that I have to make an appointment with you to save each of us $12,000?
It's a bad cycle.
This is not my intervention today.
You get high
You want
to
this
stop
in your face
You
in
come
2
down,
seconds,
you
you
hate
need to
yourself.
shut up.
You think we're able to all of us be in the same room again anytime soon?
The lady from the wedding venue, she said that she didn't get a deposit from you.
This is life with James.
So what happened? You was out of town for a while?
I was.
By now, it's probably clear that James Kotak excels at 3 things. Drinking,
God, that's good stuff.
headbanging,
I think I've done more damage from headbanging. It's the truth. I talked to the doctor about it.
and the third thing James Kotak is good at, making things awkward.
I like Toby. I thought she's a wonderful girl. I said, okay, she's good. So what happened? You was out of town for a while?
I was, I was on vacation.
If by vacation he means visiting one of the most religiously observant places on Earth and getting arrested for behaving like a college freshman on a bust loose tour, then yes, James Kotak had the holiday of a lifetime.
I was on a, I didn't know if you were gonna bring that up. Yeah, I had a little detour in a place called Dubai.
Oh, I heard it's great over there.
It is great. It is.
Is it nice?
Well, I don't really.
How long did you stay there?
I happened to be there for exactly 33 days, tell you the truth.
33 days?
33 days.
Don't you think that's too long?
Well, I should have been there only about 3 hours or 2 hours, but
Oh, you went just passed through, you mean?
yeah, I ran into a little trouble.
Wow. When it comes to creating awkwardness, I'd say James was a talented amateur.
I kind of said the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time.
But this is the moment he goes pro.
I'm surprised Toby, she never told me anything.
Yeah, it was a really big misunderstanding, the whole thing, because,
Dude? Getting scrambled eggs when you ask for over easy? That's a misunderstanding. Getting stevia in your coffee when you ask for sweet and low? Misunderstanding. 33 days in jail for public drunkenness, harassment, and spouting religious slurs? That's a little bit more than a misunderstanding. Yeah, there's no elegant segue out of this, is there?
So, on that note, let's get a drink.
Let's go.
And if you can't find an elegant segue, I suppose you may just as well throw some plates.
Want to hang out with Greek people, you have to throw plates. It's part of the deal.
Wow, those plates. They really do lighten the mood. I bet if the ex-wives threw more plates, they'd argue less.
Cake time!
Woo! Cake time!
It was fun. Everybody had a good time. I think Toby's gonna be with a great family. Wow, Christmas must be crazy over there, but I love it.
I'm talking to Kirk today.
What's up?
Hey.
Because I have something really important to tell him.
What you doing? Drinking?
No.
It's about me, myself, and I. My favorite 3 people.
You were really good with Colt the other day. At the trampoline place. That was fun. Go. You got a head start.
Look at this, Cole. As opposed to every other night that I'm not good with
I
it.
mean, you're a good dad. You're a good dad. Cole enjoys spending time with you.
What are you greasing me up for here? What are you trying to tell me?
Oh, well, funny you should say that. You know, I just want to talk about pink polka dot a little bit. I feel like, you know, we've been doing this for like 16 years now, and, you know, we don't always agree on the way we want to do things. Names, styles, colors, reps. I just feel like maybe I should try to do something on my own.
You're a idiot, and let's just move on from it.
Okay,
You're
that's
gonna
what you
show up.
said.
The fact that Sharise wants to end her business relationship with Kirk isn't surprising.
I just want to talk about pink polka dot a little bit. I just feel like maybe I should try to do something on my own.
What's surprising about this turn of events
You're gonna make us lose Thomas.
Thomas, I could care less about Thomas. Thomas is an idiot. Oh, you want that?
is that she didn't do it sooner.
I think it will be really good for us because we will have less to argue about.
It'll just be about Colt, and that is both of our #1 priority. So I actually think it'll be a really good thing. So I just kind of want to do a side deal with myself and see if I can just carve myself out something by myself, for myself.
Right, but you doing the stuff that you never wanted to do for Pink Polka Dot, now you're gonna do? I mean, I have to be honest, it sounds like a big waste of your time.
Ooh, Kirk's not agreeing with me? What? This is what I'm talking about. Of course he's not agreeing with me.
Plus, I think that it would be better for our relationship with Colt if we didn't have so many things to fight about.
It would also be better for our relationship if you would
rental.
admit that I was right most of the time.
Yes, because you're right all the time, 100%.
Most of, I'd say 90 to 95%.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would.
And if it doesn't work, then you come back to me and say,
I don't come
need
back
you.
to you.
Well, what will happen in 6 months
Well, I
or a
don't
year
know.
when
We'll
you
see.
spend your time on something that doesn't make money?
Kirk thinks that the sun rises and sets in everything that he does and says, and that I should be grateful for my whole entire life.
So anyways, I just wanted to let you know this. I appreciate that you didn't scream in front of the waitress.
Why would I
Temper.
scream?
I don't know. You're on some sort of chill pill, and I like it. Keep that prescription going.
At least you knew you had to ask my permission, so I appreciate that.
I'm just
You have a nice
I'm
day.
just giving you the respect of letting you know what I'm doing
I deserve
because
that
I'm a
respect.
classy lady.
I deserve that
All
respect.
right, bye-bye. See you
you
later.
Well, I suppose that was inevitable. But you know what? It could have gone way worse. And speaking of things that have potential for disaster,
The guys are getting their tuxes today, and I'm not allowed to go, and neither is Toby, but there's no way I'm gonna let him pick his own tux, because who knows? So I'm gonna spy out. Tyler's gonna be pissed if we're here?
I think so.
Probably.
How's Dad been?
Same. It's always the same way.
Because I want to make sure that he's like able to walk me down the aisle and he's not.
Look, don't even worry about that. I just want no worries on their part. Like, whatever's going on, just leave it to me. I'll deal with it. Hey!
These two.
oh wow! That's Athena's son, Maddie. Look at that. Baby's all grown up.
What are you doing here?
Just making sure that,
Everything's
you
going
know,
well.
Are you staying?
Well, no, he's here, so it's all good.
So you guys just came
So you
to,
just to
try
make
to
sure
peek
that
in on the
we
windows,
showed
huh?
up.
Kind of, yeah. So let's
I'm gonna go inside there and do my thing, and you can stay out here.
No.
Yes. Bye, baby.
That's the way it goes.
Bye, baby.
You know what I was thinking when I went to my prom in 1980, I had like a light powder blue and with one of those ruffly shirts.
Yeah, as a general rule, you should probably avoid showing up at your daughter's wedding dressed as Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, Tony!
His name is Tom. You've been calling him Tony the whole time.
How do people wear suits every day? Dr. Kotak here. Where's my stethoscope? I think I have man boobs. Oh my God. This is good.
Oh, here comes trouble. What do you think?
I think Maddie looks awesome.
Maddie, what
Yeah?
about James? This is what he's gonna wear for the wedding.
For real?
Yeah.
I walked in and he had some Kentucky Fried Chicken looking funky ass, white with black, and dude, there will be no colonel at this wedding. Toby's gonna f***ing lose it.
Today I'm going to see Amy. She's a spiritual advisor.
You remember Amy, right?
You had to make your life seem better, so you do distort things and embellish, maybe leave out. Everything that I'm saying is to get you to a place where I think that your soul wants to be. You haven't really blossomed into what you're meant to do with your life, and there's a lot that can happen for you.
Okay.
If you're willing to do this tough stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure she's, touching on something important because I don't know how to deal emotionally with being hurt. Like, pain is not something I'm good with.
We started to talk a little bit about your relationship. When I look at him, I feel like he isn't able to sort of tell you exactly, like developmentally in some ways, he feels to me like he could be stuck at 16 the way that he thinks.
Josh has really come a long way since our last incident. He's completely different and has really made an effort.
But I do feel that this isn't the man, that you're meant to build kind of like your empire with, and that the longer that you maybe try to tell yourself something else, it may really drain and distract you from what you want to build.
What she says isn't set in stone, and she's not God. I am happy right now. I don't know that I'll be here 3 years from now. I don't know what my future holds. I want to be happy in the moment.
I see all this huge business opportunity coming for you where you're gonna get busier and busier and busier and busier. But if you continue, to get involved with men that sort of distract you emotionally, because you get really drained.
I have a tendency to be completely generous and devoted and prioritize my man above myself. That's how I've always been.
But everybody wants love, and I do see you getting married, actually.
Yeah?
I do, yeah, and sooner than you think.
Really?
I just tell you, if it's this guy, I literally feel like the day after the wedding, you'll call it off, like you'll find out something.
Oh, God.
We're all told to follow our hearts when it comes to love, and that's exactly what Bobbie does.
Oh my God, I'm so surprised.
She'll follow her heart anywhere.
Why are you still having sex with him? Because I'm horny?
Off a cliff,
Who's here? Pickle!
into a wall,
I didn't tell you to move in, bro.
or down a well.
I know he had a girl over.
So deep not even Lassie could find her. But sometimes it takes the words of a stranger to put into perspective what everyone has been telling you all along.
Can we close the book now on Josh?
I would love to.
What do you mean? The answer's
No,
yes.
no, yes, it is.
And I do see you getting married, actually.
Yeah?
I do. I just tell you, if it's this guy, I literally feel like the day after the wedding, you'll call it off, like you'll find out something.
Oh, God. It freaks me out a little bit. I mean, I had a meltdown yesterday about it. Like, sometimes I just go, maybe I'm wasting my time, because you never know.
I do see you as someone that actually has achieved a lot, has a lot of money, and is very sweet, a good family guy.
Yeah.
He's not a lot older than you, so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
I feel like he has a small little girl, too, and it'll be very healing for you to navigate that, because you missed out on some things with your daughter, and there's a lot of pain there.
I, at the time, thought as a mother it would be the best decision to make for her sake to have her go stay with my mother. However, I missed out on a lot, and she with me, and it saddens me every day to have to, admit that I wasn't the mother I always wanted to be, so.
It's easier to attract men who aren't fully ready, where you almost have to beg for the commitment. But the second someone might be more, have more of it together than you do, I feel like that makes you feel completely powerless. So I just want you to really think about those type of men and why you haven't been attracted to them.
Okay.
Accepting yourself more and realizing someone is going to accept all of it.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, it's a big project.
Yeah, a big project. One that Bobbie probably has no plans of undertaking. I mean, we all know the girl talks a big game, but rarely does she do the right thing.
Hey there. Hi.
Ah, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up right now.
So Blue has asked me to come over today, and I might quite possibly be crazy for considering going, but I'm going.
Thank you for accepting my invitation over.
I didn't think I'd ever be coming back.
So what's going on? Well, I just felt like maybe we should try to talk about stuff and to see if we can't try to, if it's possible, to maybe move past it. I know it's probably not going to be easy for either one of us.
I
You know I
apologize
care about you.
for going crazy here that day. I totally was out of my mind. And I'm very sorry.
I really wasn't sure what to expect when we sat down in the kitchen. It was awesome that she was so forthcoming with her apology, which I really appreciated. It really meant a lot to me. And it really helped me to see exactly why I love her so much. Have the worst timing ever. I should have talked to you like this.
Yeah.
And I was scared too. I didn't feel comfortable and I blew it.
It's okay, we blew it a lot.
But I do love you. Love you too, Blue.
Amy, you know, made me see things differently or in a different light. And I don't like being at odds with people. I don't like arguing with people. I don't like having animosity. And today I'm with a new attitude, feeling like forgiveness is always better. I heard you're not doing well. Something's going on with you.
I have something that they're gonna need a biopsy on the left side, but on the right side, I have massive silicone leakage from a mammogram.
Really? So you have to have them removed? You're gonna be fine. You're healthy and you're strong, okay? Don't worry.
I love you, Boo-Boo.
I love you too.
It would be awesome if you went with.
I will. It always feels good to apologize and make amends and to be back on good terms with someone you care about, always. No more fighting.
No more fighting.
No more fighting.
No more fighting.
All right.
Done.
Done.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Sharise.
So I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm going to talk to Thomas today because I know that he's been very disgruntled with Kirk in the past, and I think that I can persuade him to be in business with me without Kirk. Well, you know how it's been very volatile in the office every time Kirk comes in, and there's like lots of screaming, and I was wondering if you would consider maybe just starting a new venture and just being my partner.
Well, that's fine. I'll be more than happy because I can't stand with Kirk working, yelling and screaming, and
It's just not a
he
good
made a
work
couple of
environment.
threats. Yeah,
Did he
so-
really? He threatened you?
So it's not a good environment.
I'm excited to maybe start something new and fresh and
Okay.
maybe beachy or I don't know what, but just kind of do what I did with Kirk and with you.
Okay.
I am so excited to start a new venture on my own with my own decisions and with somebody who I really like, who I have similar ideas with.
What's
Holy
up?
crap! What are you doing here? Oh my God, this is my
Who's
friend Athena.
Oh, Tina?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Thomas.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
How
nice meeting you.
Find me.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't know what Athena's doing here, and especially not now. What happened? Like that you would drive your ass to talk to me.
All right.
Something bad happened.
There are so many bad things happening in Athena's life.
You did that kind of damage by falling in your front
how I
freaking
roll.
yard?
They found a 3-centimeter tumor on my liver.
Did you screw Timmy before I moved out?
Yes, I did.
I don't know what she's gonna tell Sharise right now.
Something bad happened.
I'm actually looking for apartments right now. I can't stay there.
Oh my God, what happened?
The same.
He started
It's just
drinking
for
again?
Already back there.
Oh, wait, nope. Now that I think of it, I could have predicted that one.
This time, I walked in and he had just gotten out of a car driving my son drunk. This time, there's no going back. Well, the first thing he said was he's a changed man.
You know, honestly, I'm a changed man.
I just go, this is not, like, ever gonna change, ever. He's never gonna change. I don't care what he says. All these people he's got fooled, he can keep on fooling them. I've been fooled for the last time.
So, alrighty, a whole new life starting.
It's on.
Chapter 20.
Finally. Oh, hell yes, I'm ready to date. I am ready to meet somebody cool.
So what are you doing?
I'm packing.
You're really moving out.
What'd you think, I was joking? I just want to be done with the James Kotak merry-go-round from hell. I'm over it. You wasted another year of my life.